Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Criterion Collection 1 year in. I actually had to divide up these stacks. Originally, they were two big stacks and they didn't fit in frame. These ones are all the ones I have seen, minus two of them, because I like to keep all the Hitchcock movies together, and there's a couple of Hitchcock movies in this stack that I haven't seen, but I kept them together because I just pulled these off my shelf how they were. But these are the ones, except for two of them, that I have seen. These are all the ones I have not seen. And just a little bit of background, guys. I've been buying Blu-rays for about a year and a half now, and for the past year, I've primarily been buying Scream Factory, Arrow Video, and Criterion Collection, with Criterion Collection being my favorite. I've already done the Scream Factory Collection video 1 year in. Now I'm doing this one. Next, we'll have the Arrow Video Collection 1 year in. But without further ado, we'll begin with this one right here, which I believe was my first ever Criterion, is Roman Polanski's Repulsion. I love this trilogy. This and Rosemary's Baby and The Tenant, all just absolutely fantastic movies, and what an introduction to the Criterion Collection. This film is incredible. Next, we've got Rosemary's Baby on Criterion. This is one I actually still have to watch the Criterion scan of it. I do have this on a regular Blu-ray. I know I'm slacking. For someone that says they love this movie so much, I should have already popped in the Criterion. But I did just get this just a few months ago, about like 5 months ago, for my birthday. So thanks Eli, thanks Gigi for giving me, for giving me this Blu-ray for my birthday. And I'm really excited to listen to the special feature on here. They've got an interview with Ira Levin, the author of the novel. For those that don't know, Rosemary's Baby is also my favorite novel. And Ira Levin's a bit of a recluse. I've only seen like one interview with him, the Dick Cavett Show interview. So I'm really eager to watch that one. I actually forgot that feature was on there till right now. I just remembered it actually. Typically, I don't watch much romance, but I did pick this one up. It Happened One Night, because I did see a clip from it one time with when I was watching Frank Capra on the Dick Cavett show, and they showed a little clip from this. That was absolutely hilarious, so I picked it up, and it's a really nice, really sweet movie. It Happened One Night. Next, we've got the absolute classic 12 Angry Men. I didn't realize how often this movie was sort of parodied or like referenced, and like little things in it that I didn't know until I saw this movie. And then I'm like, oh wait, that's what that reference was. Like, you just see little things in here. This movie's always parodied, and just absolutely fantastic movie. Next, we've got Eyes Without a Face. Such a great title. Like, there are some movies, like I swear, they just have such a great title. There's no way they could be bad. This is one of them. This is a title I would love it if I could rip off this title for one of my own books, guys, but I probably can't. Which shameless plug for my books. If you guys haven't bought them yet, I've got 4 novels and a short story collection in the description down below. But Eyes Without a Face, what a creepy movie. I love it. This is one of my favorite Criterions too. Like, watching this movie, like, it is such a great scan of the movie that it's just like looking through a window into the past or into another world. It's really incredible. This one's awesome as well. House. I love this movie. It's got subtitles, which I really enjoy movies with subtitles. I know that puts off a lot of people. I'll never understand why, but I just guess I'd put that out there because I'm sure there's somebody that's going to be disappointed if they pick it up and it has subtitles. But this is a really awesome movie, Japanese movie. It's actually more of a comedy. When it started out, the first like minute of it, it starts, or the less than a minute of it, starts out really creepy, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm in for such a terrifying movie. And then the movie goes on, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious, and I just loved it. I loved everything about House. Next, this is also one of the, like, I was trying to put together my top 5 with Scream Factory, and I couldn't do it, and I definitely can't do it here with these Criterions. But The Innocents, this one I could definitely say is in the top 5. Wonderful movie, one of my favorite movies of the 60s, and one of my favorites from Criterion. This movie's just, it's really fantastic. This was a recommend from Mark, so thank you, Mark, for this recommend. I really love this movie. Let me move that to the side here, and we'll start another like mini stack here, so not everything's in the way. We got Don't Look Now. Pretty funny because this was a recommend from my friend Andrew, and I picked it up and I loved it. And then like months later, Andrew's like, yeah, I rewatched Don't Look Now, and I wasn't really big on it the second time. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I love this movie. So Don't Look Now, really fun movie. Next we got The Blob. Of course, I love the remake a lot more than this one, but this one's still a really fun movie. I love the blob. I love the effects in this movie. It's a really fun one. Next, we got Carnival of Souls, another one with just one of those titles that like it just couldn't be bad, and it couldn't be anything with carnivals. I'll definitely pick it up if you guys got any carnival movie recommends. And also, by the time we get to the end of this, if there's any Criterions I haven't picked up, let me know which ones I should pick up. But Carnival of Souls, really great movie. Next, we got Sisters. I recently watched this one a few weeks ago. This one makes the top 10 in all-time horror movies. If you guys have not seen Sisters, you really need to. It is fantastic. This definitely makes my top 10. I don't know what movie in my top 10 it replaces, but it's in the top 10. Sisters, oh man. Excellent movie, very Hitchcockian. Let me move that to the side. Next, we got Videodrome. Awesome Cronenberg movie. Maybe I'd have to say my second favorite one. Maybe The Fly is obviously the first one, and then maybe second might be Videodrome. Super great movie. I love James Woods in it. He's really great. Let's see. Next we got Eraserhead. This is my first David Lynch film. I've only seen two of them. This and coming up next, Mulholland Drive. But Eraserhead, I really dug it. I really love it. I love how trippy it is. I love trippy movies. Well, okay, this is gonna be controversial. I say I love trippy movies, but then I don't even like The Shining. Sorry, but I love trippy movies, and I just love this movie. It's like it's so weird and trippy that none of it makes sense, but it all makes sense at the same time. I dig it. And then Mulholland Drive. This one is definitely like on my list of like top 10 non-horror movies. This one's more of like sort of like a mystery movie. Out of my top 10 non-horror movies, this one might be number one. This might be number one. Like, I watched it, I was like, that was really good. And then the more I just thought about it and the more I watched videos about it, I'm like, that movie was really incredible. Like, this one might have to be number one on my top non-horror movies list. It might be Casablanca, which was number one, and then now it might be Mulholland Drive. Next, we got Scanners, another great Cronenberg movie. We got Silence of the Lambs, one of my favorite movies, and I picked this one up for like $6, you guys. I love this movie, and I still need to watch the Criterion scan of it. I have not opened this one yet. But Silence of the Lambs, I picked this one up for $6 sometime in 2020. I forget exactly when, because it was on sale. And they had like a $3 off coupon on Amazon. It was like, click this box to get $3 off. So I clicked it. And then my mom had a bunch of points saved up on her Amazon card. Normally I buy from my own Amazon account, but my mom was like, hey guys, I got a bunch of points saved up if you guys wanted to get something. And then so I used some of those points to put it towards this. So I got this for like $6. Let's see what else I got here. We got Parasite. This one recently came out. I've seen this on 4K. I just haven't watched the Criterion version of it yet. I think this one has a black and white version, which I'm really eager to see because I prefer movies in black and white. And this is, man, 2019 just spoiled us with great movies. This movie it's definitely worth all the hype. Like, there's a lot of hype around this movie. It's incredible. Really awesome movie, and unfortunately a movie I think people sort of stayed away from because it has subtitles. I really love watching movies in other languages. I love movies with subtitles. This one's fantastic. If you don't really like movies with subtitles, just give this one a shot either way because it's incredible. Yeah, this is one of the ones I haven't seen, The Lodger, but I wanted to keep all my Hitchcock movies together. We got Notorious, which is probably my fourth favorite Hitchcock film. I'm not going to give you guys a list here because I know they'll be a little distracting because I got to get through all these, and my top 5 aren't all on Criterion. But Notorious, really great movie. Loved it. Next, we got Rebecca. This one is a romance mystery. Like I said before, typically I'm not big on romance, but when you got romance with mystery, it's just like an incredible combo, and that's what this movie Rebecca was. Just a really, really great combo. Both of those genres together, just it's great. So that's that, and then we got The Lady Vanishes, which I have not seen yet, but this is one of the next Hitchcock movies I want to watch. We got Island of Souls with Bela Lugosi, a really fun movie. Really short too. I think it's only like 70 minutes. Then we got Equinox, the movie that inspired The Evil Dead. You'll definitely see the connection between them both if you watch this movie. This one's a really great movie. I do prefer The Evil Dead, but this one is still a very fun watch. And it does have two different cuts. I watched the shorter cut. It looks like 3 years later they added like 11 more minutes of film. Like they went back and recorded new scenes 3 years later and added them in. I didn't watch that one. Mark Pellegrini recommended this one to me, and he told me that the shorter cut is better, so I didn't watch the longer one. I might eventually just to see the difference, but I think most people say, though, that the shorter one's better. So go with the shorter one if you pick this one up. So those are all the ones I have seen and all the ones I'm able to ramble on about. These other ones I have not seen yet. We got Multiple Maniacs. I don't even know why I picked this one up. Back during the Criterion sale, I was just looking through my Amazon Save for Later because I've got like 500 movies in there in my Save for Later, and I just scroll through sometimes to go back and find some. And it's interesting to see my different phases of what I was looking for. This was in there, and I don't know why. I don't know if I heard about this somewhere or someone recommended it to me, or if I was just scrolling on Amazon and it looked cool, but it was in my Save for Later, and I was like, you know what? It's 50% off. I'm going to get it. So I got this one during that last Criterion sale where I went crazy and bought pretty much this whole stack right here. Most of the stack right here I have not seen. I bought in the last Criterion sale. Not all of it, but most of it. We got The Complete Lady Snowblood. This was a recommend from Andrew. Haven't seen it yet. It's got 2 movies on here. Haven't seen them. We got Stagecoach by John Ford. I don't really watch Westerns, but I figured I'd give it a shot. So during the last Criterion sale, I did pick up a couple Westerns. We got Dressed to Kill, a recommend from Andrew. This one's also high up on the list, but like I said in my haul video, the horror haul from this month, when I say something's high up on my list to watch, that means it's in like the top 25 next movies I'm going to watch because I've just got so many of them to watch. But Dressed to Kill is up there in what I'm going to watch next. Also Godzilla, another Andrew recommend. He's a big Godzilla fan. I haven't seen any of these, but decided to pick this one up because, of course, it was 50% off during the last sale. Picked up The Irishman. I haven't watched it yet. I got to find time to set aside like 3 hours, 3.5 hours to watch this thing. But one of these days when I got so much time to kill, I'll watch it. We got a couple David Lynch films here. We got Elephant Man and Blue Velvet. After watching Mulholland Drive and, of course, Razorhead, these ones have moved up quite a bit on my next movies to watch list. So I look forward to these. I don't really know anything about them, but I look forward to them. We got Red River. I picked this one up for 2 reasons. One, so I could give Westerns a chance, but also mainly because this is what they watch in the Last Picture Show, at the Last Picture Show, and I love the Last Picture Show. So Red River, just picked it up to watch it because that's what they watch in that movie. And then the last stack of movies here that I have not seen, we got Diabolique, which is French with English subtitles. So Diabolique, I don't really know what it's about. Ellis Goodson told me this one's really good, so we shall see. We got Funny Games. This was an Andrew recommend. I hear it's really good, but just haven't watched it yet. Kronos. I forgot if this was Full Custom Hot Dog or Mark Pellegrini that told me to get it, or both. One of them did, though. Kronos. Next, we got Picnic at Hanging Rock. I forgot what I saw that I was like, this sounded cool, let me buy it. And then after I bought it, I kind of regretted it because Ellis Goodson told me it's awful and boring. So this is probably like the last movie in my collection I'm ever going to watch. Like when I run out of movies and I'm tired of rewatching movies, I'm probably going to put this one in because he told me it's boring. Unless one of you has something different to say about it. We got Naked Lunch. This might have been a Full Custom Hot Dog recommend. But David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch, haven't watched it, don't really know what it's about, but it looks creepy. I hate bugs, they're my biggest fear, and there's bugs on this, so I'm cringing looking at it. Let me set it down. We got Vampire with a Y. It sounded interesting. It's old. It's from 1932. It's in black and white, and it's not very long. It's 73 minutes. So I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds really good. It sounds like something I'd like. And then somebody, after I bought it, somebody told me it was boring. So now this is another one where I'm like, I'll put it on the back burner. But came with a nice booklet here, and it's it was 50% off. Haxan. This was I got this one like a year ago. I think this might have been one of my first Criterion pickups, and for just whatever reason, I just have not watched it yet. This is a silent film from 1922. I want to watch this one soon. I mean, it sounds really interesting. I just, for whatever reason, just haven't gotten around to it. I just pick up more movies, and then the movies I picked up first kind of get pushed back, and the new ones I buy, it's like, let me watch these ones now, and then that sort of repeats itself. Let me move this out the way, and we're down to our last couple movies. We got David Cronenberg's The Brood. I just picked this one up because it's Cronenberg. I know nothing about it really. So that's The Brood. And then the final movie is The Kid, a film by Charlie Chaplin. This is a silent film from 1921. It's 53 minutes long. I watched a silent film documentary, and I saw like 1 minute of this movie, and it actually looked really good. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick this up. So that's why I picked this one up. But anyways, guys, that's the end of my Criterion Collection 1 year in. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know which ones I still got to pick up. Let me know what are some good ones. Primarily anything that's like horror, suspense, thriller, mystery, anything darker like that. But also let me know about movies like 12 Angry Men or It Happened One Night or The Kid, anything along those lines. I love Criterion. I'm down to pick up any Criterion. So let me know your guys' recommend. Don't forget about my books down in the description, guys. There's also my comic book Asyle in the description about a lady hunted by Dracula in an insane asylum. That's the first link. The next links after that will be my books on Amazon. Then there's also my Patreon, my newsletter, a few different things, t-shirts, all that sort of stuff down in the description. So check that out as well, guys. Have a great day. Peace.